After doing a face-to-face interview with Mike Perry ahead of their fight on Netflix this weekend, Nate called the whole thing corny as
ridiculous when we just had to sit there, huh?
Yeah.
Wasn't that corny? Come on, doesn't anyone feel like this is getting lamer?
Oh, it's gonna be over.
Y'all gotta pay attention to this, man, because it's gonna get mean and nasty and violent, and you know, it just is. We don't need it. Words don't matter. Punches gonna be thrown, blood's gonna be spilled.
I think we'll leave it at that.
Francis Ngannou opened up about how the tragic loss of his son changed his outlook on life. Francis's 15-month-old son Kobe sadly passed away in April 2024 due to a brain malformation, and Ngannou says the experience completely changed the way he views life moving forward.
So basically, like when I'm thinking of the last time that I saw him, it was me leaving the apartment, going to the elevator, and then my brother had him, and then he was crying to me, didn't want me to leave, like was coming to me, but I just knew I'm gonna be back. I just knew it's gonna be okay. You know, like those moments that you feel granted, you take it for granted. I'm like, I'm gonna be back, you know. And then when it happened, all of a sudden, you're like, where was I going? You don't even know where you were going. Nothing even mattered. I'm like, I should have just sit there, like just hang out. You know,
can't
like,
beat yourself up about that though.
Yeah,
like that's one of those things that we have to like.
Yeah, you know. But like seeing this last moment of him in your mind was this.
Yeah.
The last time. I'm like, I should have go back. I should have maybe changed my flight. I should have stayed 1 more day, 2 more day, because you don't even know where you were going and what you were going to do. Even though at times it seems so important, then you start to understand that so many things that feels important at the moment are not that important. You take some things you take stuff for granted to the point that you really ignore the importance of them.
Alexander Volkanovski posted footage of him and the Korean Zombie watching Sean Strickland defeat Khamzat Chimaev.
I think Sean wins. Sean wins. I'll be very surprised if he doesn't win. What? Did not see that. See what I mean by Sean might do stuff, but it's not going to be enough to knock him out or anything. So that's what I mean, but I thought Chimaev would have too many rounds in the bank. So that's why I was like, he won't finish him. So that's why I can't see him winning. And then the rounds are going to be, because he's going to get tired a bit later, but I didn't expect him to get tired that early. Wow. That's nuts.
48-47, Chimaev.
Oh, it's split. Woo! Yeah, they shouldn't have been split. I mean, there was 2 of the rounds where he got the takedown in the end, but he was losing the whole round. So, wow. Sean does it again, man.
Luke Rockhold explains why he thinks Khamzat Chimaev beat Sean Strickland. On the Jackson podcast, Luke said maybe that's why he won, because of the plus 400 or 500 odds. I think Khamzat won. Khamzat won the 4th and 5th round. He controlled the pace of how that fight finished, and that's what champions do, and that's who deserves the championship. A jab is meant to change the course of what direction the fight is going. Every jab Sean had was moving backwards. You've got to do the damage and step him back. The only round that was clear for Sean is round 2. Round 3 was close, could have gone either way. Round 4 was Khamzat all the way. He really pushed the pace, he hit him with some bigger shots. Sean was landing clean jabs, but they're usually off breaks and pepper jabs. It was setting up. They were setups and they were defensive. Then the 5th round, Chimaev pushed him on the back foot too. He could have won rounds 1, 3, 4, and 5. The only clear round for Sean was round 2. Khamzat landed the bigger shots. It doesn't make sense. The only thing that makes sense is that he was a plus 500 underdog. There's a little bit of sketchy things sometimes in who they want to win. Maybe they just wanted Sean to win because he's Sean. It could have been swayed. UFC Cutman Brad Tate tells a story of how he met Joshua Van before Van's first fight in the UFC.
You know what? I have my 100% finish rate until this motherfucker grabbed my hand.
Yep.
100% finish. First of all, I've been rapping his name since he got in the UFC. Let me tell you a story of how this happened, right? So I meet this motherfucker in the elevator. Short notice fight. He was nervous and people around him. He was like, man, I don't know if I belong. So we had to talk him, like hype him up. And so then he shows up at the arena. He was the first fighter of the night. Nobody gave a nobody was even in the arena. Then was nervous. I was like, bro, calm down. You got this. Like, tranquilo, papi, you know? Yeah. Tranquilo. I don't believe I shouldn't be here. Oh. I like literally, hands was shaking it, sweating just coming off of him. So they go out there, their first fight. Dude wasn't feeling well, ran up, and like basically took a dive, and the rest is history. That's how he got here.
My first fight, he wasn't even supposed to wrap my hand because we didn't like this guy.
No, that's true.
Henry Cejudo thought Khamzat Chimaev beat Sean Strickland 3 rounds to 2. On the latest episode of the Pound for Pound podcast, Cejudo said he believes Strickland only ended up on top of Chimaev in the second round because he hurt Khamzat on the feet before the takedown attempt. Cejudo also criticized the commentary team, saying they never picked up on it during the fight and need to do a better job.
It all came down to that second round, bro. That second round, I think a minute and a half into the fight, it was probably like maybe 3:45. Sean Strickland catches Khamzat Chimaev with that beautiful right hand, bro. He went jab, boom, caught him with the right. And if you notice, bro, the commentators didn't catch that. I think these commentators could do a better job of really describing what somebody's actually hurt. He hurt him, dude. Khamzat Chimaev was on that stanky leg, bro. But he did a good job being composed and not showing it. But where he made the mistake, Kamaru, is when he went for a takedown. Once he got hurt, you start going for takedowns, bro, that's just not good. Like, you almost got to keep that poker face, stay on your feet, you know, act busy, but I wouldn't, you would almost have to recover, bro. And I don't think Khamzat Chimaev recovered that much.
Ronda Rousey says the Gina Carano fight will most likely be her last.
So is this a one and done for you? Or is this, you know what, we'll see how it goes. I might do this again.
I think it entirely depends on this fight. This fight could be the kind of thing that calls for a trilogy, but I promised my husband, I promised my sister, like everybody in my family's like, please let this be the last one. And I want to have some more babies. I want to have some more kids after this. Oh yeah.
No way.
I've always wanted a whole bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, hi. Yeah, like I got one right here. It's trying to get my attention. And yeah, I love kids. I want a whole bunch of them.
At UFC 328, Grant Dawson defeated Mateusz Rebecki via rear naked choke in the 3rd round. On the Show Me the Money podcast, Dawson revealed that he and his wife tragically lost their baby just days before the fight.
It's gonna be tough. I trained so hard for this fight.
Yeah.
Like, I went to bed every night, except for Saturday nights because the fights were on. I went to bed every single night at 9:30 sharp. Wow. And if you know me, I like to stay up late.
So do I.
I'm a 11:30, 12 o'clock bedtime kind of guy.
Yeah.
And so I felt a big difference. I had one cheat meal in my entire fight camp, and it was only because I was 4 pounds ahead of schedule in my weight cut. Literally could not have had a more perfect camp. We had the perfect sparring partner for this guy, this kid named El Bruce, in our gym. Short, stocky, southpaw, good wrestler, good hands, and it literally could not have been a better week, other than us losing the baby. Other than that.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry to hear that, bro. I'm so sorry to hear that.
Monday of fight week, we found out, and it was rough.
So what, 5 days before?
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's insane, bro.
We were planning, because we didn't tell the coaches and we didn't tell our parents, and we were planning, because we always do breakfast day of the fight, so we were planning on surprising them there, and then
dude, that's insane,
didn't get to. It was tough. It was tough. That's why I was so emotional after the fight. Obviously a big win, but kind of like just compartmentalizing that and not dealing with it, and then just, okay, it's over. I can be human again.
Yeah, bro.
Just kind of all came flooding out.
Eddie Alvarez thinks Justin Gaethje is capable of pulling off the upset and defeating Ilia Topuria. Eddie fought Gaethje himself back in 2017 and actually won via TKO in the 3rd round. In an interview with MMA Junkie, Eddie said everyone's writing him off, but I don't know, man. This could go either way. I saw a clip recently of Ilia's brother explaining to Ilia how to beat Justin, his tactics of what he would do against a guy like Justin, and it was scary of how spot on he was. I was like, man. During my camp, I was trying to formulate a camp for a guy like Justin and how he steps in the pocket and forces you to fight. How do we beat a guy like this? Justin loses his eyes a little bit, and I don't like that. In the exchanges, you'll see him look and throw this way. He can't lose his eyes during this match because what Ilia does is Ilia keeps such a beautiful posture that his posture is so beautiful that he's always ready to strike, and he doesn't lose his eyes ever. Justin does this hard cover and he can't do that. He cannot hard cover. He has to punch with Ilia. When Ilia goes to exchange, Justin has to go in. He has to take that risk. That's a risk that both guys are going to have to take to win and score a knockout here. Justin can't hard cover or decide he's going to outmove Ilia and keep angles. It's just not going to happen. They're both going to have to throw on throw. When Ilia goes, Justin is going to have to go with him in order to score a knockdown, and Ilia the same. We're going to see who gets it. I think Justin should go back to calf kicks. Ilia is front foot heavy because he likes to box. If Justin goes back to those damaging, smashing leg kicks, he can really turn this fight into something else that people won't realize. He has to go back to that hole. I'd love to see him do that in order to turn this into a real fight. The way people are saying, you can't count out Justin. Josh Hokit mocked both Alex Pereira and Ilia Topuria on social media. If you missed it, Hokit got into it with both of them at the UFC White House press conference. Hokit posted this photo on Instagram of Alex and Ilia in bed together with their UFC titles, with himself at the foot of the bed. In the caption, he wrote "Shama on everyone's mama. Don't care." Yesterday, we posted footage of King Green running into Adrian Broner. The two were cordial overall, but did have a brief moment where they both claimed that they could beat each other in a fight. Later that same night, Green also got into an altercation with rapper Almighty Jay after Jay allegedly poured out Green's drink. Here's the footage.
All that tough boxing, 2026, we ain't boxing now. We pulling out gins and this. I got you right here.
Goddamn. Yeah, you did. What you do? Nah,
Come on,
move.
Hey, Bobby. Hey, Bobby. Hey, Bobby. That ain't nothing.
What? Only way you put my drink out, shouldn't hang your little ass
Nah, hell.
neck.
I know you didn't want to drink it. That's why I put it out. I know you didn't want to drink it.
You don't know what I wanted, but
Bobby, you ain't want that game. Bobby,
yeah.
Bobby, you did not want that drink game.
I mean, put my drink out with you. And shit.
You ain't want that drink.
Okay. Just out there drink with you, my. You know what I mean? You was one of my heroes, man.
Hey, though. Next time, just.
Man, I'm on wherever, bro. I don't give a about none of that game. I'm talking about G19 switches in this. I ain't worried about none of that game.
And that's gonna wrap it up for today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss an upload. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. These comments are in reference to the ongoing back and forth between Ariel Helwani and Bilal Muhammad. The first one's from Ryan M861. It says, Ariel try not to be insufferable challenge. Impossible. The second one's from Granddaddy Jacob. It says, of course it's Bilal and Ariel. And the final one's from Pan's Nemesis. It says, you know you had a horrible take when Nina Drama makes sense. If you want to be featured in our next video, all you have to do is drop a comment down below. Also be sure to check out our latest video essay on why MMA fans are turning on Dana White. It's on screen right now. And as always, thanks for watching.